What's up, y'all? I'm Sable Danielle, a human design coach and sound healer. And today we want to talk about, let me move this. Okay, today we want to talk about strengthening bonds, family bonds through human design, and how that can really help you and how it can build understanding and compassion within the family dynamics that you might have. And so let's dive in. Actually, before I dive in, I do have an upcoming workshop February 9th. It's a Know Yourself, Love Yourself, a Healing Shadows Through Human Design workshop, and it's free. You can sign up on Eventbrite, Sable Danielle. I'll put the link in the bio and details. And that's in preparation for my upcoming open enrollment for my Know Yourself, Love Yourself coaching program, which is a 3-month coaching program. We'll have bi-weekly meetings where you'll have me as your support, your cheerleader, your guide, to curate a program specifically for your human design energy that you were born with, how to navigate through your daily experiences, challenges, work through the shadows that you may want to work through, anything on your healing journey. We'll work through people pleasing, setting boundaries, letting go of victim mentality, and letting go of expectations. Lots of great things to work through to heal yourself on your journey. You can go to my website, sabledanielle.com/know yourself, love yourself, and I'll link that in the bio and the description. But let's dive into these family bonds, strengthening them with human design. So we all know that family relationships can be really rewarding, but also be and feel kind of challenging sometimes. They can be some of the most challenging connections that we have because they're the closest people to us, and oftentimes they're the people that we're most comfortable with to either show our most ugly side to or our most beautiful side to. It just depends on you and the dynamics within your family. Family dynamics are super layered and complex, and they can be really emotional. Sometimes our loved ones don't see us see us as the people that we are. They see us as the people that they want us to be, or the version of us that they knew years ago. And that can be very difficult. It can cause misunderstandings, it can cause miscommunications, it can cause arguments, or it can just cause distance in relationships, or even just tension, unspoken tension in the air, and that's not good. But what if we can see people for who they actually are, rather than who we want them to be, or who we expect them to be, or who we think we raised them to be? Because yes, we're influenced by all of those things, we're impacted by all of those things, but we were born to be our unique individual self, and we all have unique energy. We were all born with a different energetic blueprint, and so we have to honor that and respect that and understand that. And if we can understand ourselves and then also spread that to the people that we love, and take time to learn who our loved ones were born to be, and then learn how those energies work together, it can lead to very pleasing, fulfilling, and healing relationships. We can work through the issues and miscommunications, misunderstandings, and just understand people for who they were born to be. And that is a really great feeling. So what shapes family dynamics? And these are unspoken expectations, misunderstandings, different communication styles, differences in beliefs and energies and personalities. And we can understand all of those things by utilizing human design. So if you don't know your human design type, you can go to my website, sabledanielle.com/getmychart, put your birth details in there, and you'll get your energy type, and then we can book a consultation and talk about it, so we can understand your energy and how it interacts with your loved ones and how that impacts your family dynamics. So when I began to understand my own design, first of all, I made a lot more sense to myself. And then I felt more confident about myself, and I just was more compassionate and patient and understanding with myself. I embraced who I was on a whole nother level. And then it also made me wonder, okay, well, if I can understand myself this much, what are my loved ones? And I looked at my parents, I looked at my siblings, my nephews, I looked up everybody's that I had the ability to look up what their energy was and a lot of different things just like clicked. And it clicked why I was, I'm triggered by certain people more so than other people, or why I communicate with certain people different ways than I do um, other people. And all of that can be seen and found out in human design. So I'm a 2-5 projector, and I'm not meant to do things. I'm meant to guide, see, and connect deeply with people, and I'm meant to be invited in to share things when I'm recognized, rather than just whenever I want to. Having line 2 in my profile means that I enjoy my alone time. I enjoy time to hermit. I like time to recharge and be by myself. And then having line 5 also means that I'm always being projected on by other people as like being a problem solver or leader or whatnot, and that can cause different pressure. Number one, finding out that I'm have line 2 in my energy means that I need to be able to verbalize to people that I don't always want to talk. Like in family dynamics, so I grew up in a family that's very, very, very close together. Best friends, family, siblings, cousins, we all grew up together, very close. We talked all the time. But I moved away when I was in my 20s. I've been gone over 10 years, almost 10 years now. And, I've learned to honor my energy. I've learned a little bit more about who I am and what I need, what I enjoy. And I have discovered, being someone who used to be very codependent and like needing to be around people all the time and talk to people all the time, I don't really like to talk all the time. I used to be on the phone all the time, catching up with people, I guess more or less like gossiping or whatever about life, myself, whatever. But I don't enjoy doing that anymore. Like, I don't really enjoy being on the phone like that. I definitely don't enjoy gossiping. I like intentional conversation, intentional action. And I also enjoy not talking and not doing and putting my energy into the things that I really care about. That happens to be my business, my YouTube, my human design content, myself. Um, I work a 9 to 5 job, which I have to talk on the phone and answer questions and dig all into detail. And it's a job that I enjoy, but is it a job that like fuels my heart with passion? No. So in a way that is already kind of like draining, and it burns me out by the time I'm done working. And then I definitely don't want to be on the phone, but also sometimes I have, as my business, I have clients, I have appointments, I have meetings, I have invested in myself to like grow. So I have a business coach and I have other obligations where I have to speak and be social. So my downtime to not talk is very important to me. Um, I don't want to feel like I have to call people back all the time. I don't want to feel like I have to update people in my life all the time. I don't want to have constant texting engagement all the time. Like, yes, sometimes, but it's not going to be consistent. Like, I might be all in it in for a minute, and then it might take me a couple days to respond, or I might not call you back right away because I need some time by myself and I just don't feel like talking. And that doesn't mean anything personally against the person calling me or texting me. That just means I don't have the energy to be social right now. And I know my energetic capacity, the energy that I have, I want to give to myself and my business. Is that selfish? Yes. Did I struggle with being selfish before? Yes. So am I very like non-negotiable on this boundary? Yes. I've learned to honor myself, because when I honor myself, I can show up better for y'all. Like, if I answer the phone because you're calling me and I don't really want to talk, it's going to be a very dry ass conversation. Who wants that? You're going to be like, well, I don't want to talk to her, or why is she acting like that towards me? And it's just like, nothing against you. I just don't want to talk. So, being able to verbalize that and vocalize that to my loved ones, my family, the people who want to talk to me, is very important. I don't always do a good job at communicating that. I need to do a better job at communicating that. But that's just part of, one example of knowing who you are and how it impacts yourself, your relationships, your family dynamic. That's something that I'm aware of. That's something that I may have beat myself up about before, or may have felt more pressure to fulfill that expectation, even though I didn't necessarily want to, or fulfill that pressure, even though I didn't necessarily want to. But now I don't do that. I honor my needs and my energy, and then I fulfill what I need to do when my cup is full or when I'm ready. And that might be hard for people to understand, but that's just what it is. And that's kind of part of human design. Like, you learn your energy, you learn to honor your energy, you learn to communicate your needs to your people. And it's a give and take. Like, it should be a relationship where we all understand ourselves, so we can all share our energetic needs, boundaries, expectations with others that are going to be in our life, so that we can have a fluid, healthy relationship. And so I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm saying these are the things that I'm noticing, things that could, impact relationships. And that's my example. So get to know, like, your profile. What lines do you have in your profile? What energy do you have defined? What energy type are you? Because all that plays a significant role. Different energy types communicate differently. Generators need yes or no questions. Projectors need open-ended questions. Every type is different. So the impact is huge. The self-awareness is huge, especially if you would like to heal family dynamics. If there are things that just don't feel very clear, that could probably be very well easily worked through if we all had awareness about who we were and we had the ability to communicate those things with ourselves. Number one, understand, embrace, and accept that within ourselves, and then communicate it with others. So yeah, human design has helped me understand how to communicate my needs and understand what my needs are. And then also, you can see your family through human design. So it's like, it reveals the energy type of yourself and your loved one and how they communicate. It highlights what areas could bring harmony into your life and what areas can bring potential, like, conflict. And it also provides you with tools for, like, compassionate understanding and patience. And so I'm a projector. One of my siblings is a generator, and my other sibling is a manifesting generator. And so I'm the only one of them who doesn't have a battery pack to just go all day long without taking breaks. I'm the one who naps all the time. I'm the one who prefers solitude over being around people all the time. And so it makes sense once you break down the energy. Generators are very family orientated. They have a built-in battery pack. They can go all day long and do a lot and just be energized. And that's too much for me sometimes. So being able to, like, understand that dynamic is very, like, crucial. So what energy type are you? What energy type are your parents? What energy type are your siblings? How does that impact your relationships and, like, how you've shown up in your relationships? Or how has that caused misunderstandings or distance in your relationship? Or how can you communicate your needs better now that you know your energy type or their energy type? Human design can open doors for communicating authentically and expressing yourself authentically and releasing judgment, increasing compassion, strengthening trust and emotional intimacy, because we can be more vulnerable if we know ourselves and accept ourselves, and then we can express that to other people. So, like, instead of reaching out, like, reacting because you're frustrated with somebody, or you don't understand them, or why they're being distant, or why they're always working, or why they have so much energy all the time, or why they always need to research, or whatever, you can figure all that out through human design, and you can minimize those things. You can get rid of the misaligned expectations. You can get rid of the lack of awareness. You can get rid of the miscommunications and misunderstandings and arguments, or all of the negative things that may come from just not knowing who you are, or knowing who your loved one is, your sibling is, your parent is. So you can learn to pause and ask people about themselves. What do you need? Like, what do you need in this moment? What does your design and energy say that you need? Do you need time to step away? Is this overwhelming? Or, what does your energy need in this moment? And you can only figure that out by learning what your energy is and how it interacts with other people. So like I said earlier, it's not easy to always manage, family dynamics, but it is possible to do so in a healthy way if you take time to learn yourself and learn your loved ones. So yeah, a couple of steps to strengthen family bonds is to learn your family's chart, learn your chart, explore the energy type, strategy, authority, profile, everything. It makes a difference. Communicate authentically and share your needs. Practice compassion and patience. Be understanding. Everybody is different. We're not all the same, so we don't need to expect everyone to act the same. Celebrate everybody's differences, and then create a space for understanding. Like, communicate, journal, learn how to use human design in a positive way that can help support healthy relationships and mutual respect within your connections and your family. So, that's pretty much what I have today. Learning your energy is very huge. I gave a few examples of how, like, your profile, especially being a 2-5 profile, can impact family dynamics, or if you just have line 2 in your profile, how that can impact your family dynamic. If you're a projector, how that can impact your family dynamic. Essentially, it just comes down to learning who you are, choosing to take the time to be intentional about who you are and who you have in your life, who you're engaging with, who your loved ones are, so that you can minimize all the bullshit from not understanding each other or miscommunicating, and really just have a healthier dynamic and bond. So that's all. I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.